What?
Alright, done.
Alright. OBS just decided it didn't feel like picking up microphones today. I deliberately didn't leave it mute. I was very clear on that point. But the technology hated me, as per usual. How you going? So, all I was saying was, we're slow this morning. Had bad night's sleep for no reason, so we're still doing the making breakfast part of everything. But, okay, quiz. Spring break has started. Fancy. What does that mean for you? Does that mean relaxing for you or somehow more stress? We don't really have spring break as a thing. Oh, yay! I'm glad that you can be here for it. I mean, we have a small spring holiday. Yeah, we get the 2 weeks off. We just don't really call it spring break. Spring break has so much more, go to the beach and get drunk connotations. Alright. Meantime, let's make a quiz get loaded. Spring break with masses of snow. Fancy. Giraffe, I can't tell you. We hear that every episode now. He mentions it. And every episode I have to give Billy a death glare. He broke it.
What?
Complies and concretes.
I know! What? I feel so bad! I figured he knew. He wrote it.
I'm so embarrassed. Didn't mean to do this.
I've completely destroyed it.
Awful.
Hey, here's a fun thing that Americans do, and I don't know if you know that you do it. Like, compared to other people. I just don't know if you're aware that this is a thing that you do that is clearly a very American thing
I don't
when
know
you
where
exist
this is going
internationally.
either, I'm afraid.
No, it's just a small thing. Which is, and I'll give you the example, our guest for the next episode was telling some stories about doing escape rooms and said he was in Berlin, Germany.
Oh, yeah, that's that.
Which is the wildest thing. You just say Berlin. Like, it's Berlin. We all know what it is.
Except
We're not getting confused.
Except Americans don't, because they have 8 of every city.
Yeah, I think because you have this... Because of Portland, Maine and Portland, Oregon.
Oh.
Yeah, but nobody cares. If you say you're in Berlin, you should specify if it's the American Berlin. Like, Berlin's a big bloody city, right? If you say, I went to Berlin for a holiday, and no one is ever going to say... I'm sorry. Do you mean the Berlin in America? It's the same as London, England. You do London, England all the time. It's London. It's one of the biggest cities in the... It's one of the biggest and oldest cities in the entire world. It's a staple of European culture. You can just say London.
Can I just interrupt to say, Nancy, everyone else knows geography except Americans? Oh boy, not true.
That's also
People
not
just
true.
don't know geography.
People don't know geography
anywhere.
But that's not even
upsetting.
It's not even geography. It's Berlin. But
no.
you do it with London. You do it with Paris, France.
Awful.
I get there's a Paris, Texas. Nobody cares.
There are Australians that will take an annual holiday to Bali. They certainly couldn't point to Bali on a map.
That is true. I'm just saying, it's weird. It's weird to take these, like, international super cities and be like, I went to this little place called London. It's in a country called England. Have you ever heard of it? It's weird. I'm just saying it's odd.
It is funny because it is a uniquely American
It's just
thing.
a uniquely American thing. That and...
In the same way as if you're overseas and someone asks where you're from, you will give the state and not the country.
But yeah, it's like... If people ask where we're from, I just say Sydney. And I've never once thought to say Sydney, Australia. Just in case you're thinking there might be another Sydney somewhere. It's Sydney. It's fine.
Not ours. Our states are bigger than your states.
Yeah. Yeah, Jen, our states are bigger than your states. They have fewer people in them sometimes, but they're
All the
bigger.
time. I think quite possibly literally all the time, even the least populated state, I'm not so sure.
No, there's some American states with like 1 million people.
I guess. Alright.
Although I will say we have issues, but our worst geography is Australian geography.
I mean, that's true, but Australian geography is hard. Like, yeah, we know which ones our states are. That's not going to be a problem. Like, we just say, what obscure... Imagine if American trivia just named a random town that no one had ever heard of and said, what state's that in?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be horrifying.
No idea. Now, look, I will say, I got no issue with Americans saying which state they're from. Like, that to me, like, that's a thing that is uniquely American, but also, like I kind of get it, because, like, they know that everybody knows what America is. Like, Americans know that if they say Texas, people know what Texas is, right? In the same way...
They don't have to say Texas, USA.
They're saying exactly. They don't go, I'm from Texas, the United States of America. Because they assume that everyone's like, it's Texas. So somehow Americans think Texas is more important than London. And that there's no... You know,
confusing Norway, Sweden, and Finland is very easy. Especially if you're dealing with flags.
But yeah, like, I get, like, I'm from Texas, I'm from New York, I'm from California. Because you work for an understanding that everybody knows that. Like, everyone knows what America is and what it's made up of. But, like... No, you're wrong. But it's weird to, like, you don't like, oh, I'm from New York, not to be confused with Old York. It's in the USA. Like, it's like, yeah, we know New York. New York's fine. People know New York. Americans can do state by state because of cultural hegemony.
Do people from New York City specify New York City if someone asks
I
where they're
bet
from?
you they do. I bet you if someone's from New York City...
Or do they just say New York?
And they say, I'm from New York, they have to be worried. They don't want anybody thinking they're from Albany. Buffalo. Imagine being from New York City and someone thinks you're from Buffalo.
But yeah, geography is a fun one. If you ever watch on YouTube Richard Osman's House of Games, one of the games they play, it's called Where is Kazakhstan? And it's literally all of the contestants get a tablet with a map of some region of the world, and then they get questions saying, hey, so point to this city, point to this country, point to where this event happened. And they have to just put a dot on the map where they believe that thing is. And occasionally you get someone who knows their stuff. More often than not, oh boy, it's quite something.
They are often real bad. Real bad with stuff they should be good with. Like, they'll be in England, and they'll be like, where's Belgium? And they're like, Belgium's right there. It's right next to your country. You can go there by train. And they're like, I don't know, it's probably underneath Spain. They're very bad.
They're also not great with history. One of them said that the Black Death happened in the 1800s. Curious.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, fair. All right, let's get on to this quiz.
No, I'm not done. And what's with Canadians?
It's a Stillman, so it might be all over the place. Oh yeah, the first one. Don't like the first one. Not just because I don't know the answer, but because we're going to have to do some explaining. The bikini-clad meter maids of Surfers Paradise Gold Coast were established in what year? 1958, 61, or 64? Whew. Oh yeah, we did that once with our satirical people called The Chaser. You can probably find a video of them. One of them was in America and asked American people on the street about geography or world politics sorts of questions. And then devolved into very basic questions. And just, yeah, and copied out all the answers. It's quite something. One of the questions that they had was name a country starting with U. And there was a lot of struggle with that one.
Here's an interesting one. There was another video of a British person doing this with British people on the street to prove how dumb British people are. Right? Because people, you can do this anywhere, right? Because you just cut out all the smart people and you keep all the dummies.
Yeah.
And you confuse them by asking a question really quickly. When they go, right? It's fun. Like the American comedian who does the name a woman. Just, name a woman.
So
Name a
good.
woman, right? Like, and there's like, I don't know. Right? But there's the British one who's the first question to all the Brits who were like, haha, look how dumb all these British people are. Was what is the official language of America or like of the USA or something? And they were like, American, right? And it was like, haha, it's so funny they're not saying English. And then they kept in one person near the end being like, I don't know if they have one, which is true. Like, America doesn't have an official language. It's one of those weird facts about America that English isn't the official language of America. There
It's
isn't
just the
one.
de facto.
And it was like, you kept in the person who gave the only right answer. Like, you clearly wanted them to say English, you fool. Because one person in there was smarter than you. And they said they don't have one. And it's just a fun little thing that happened. Oh, by the way, my right ear is completely blocked. Like, I can't, it's just a big lump. So,
He's sick.
if Danny says anything and I seem like I'm ignoring her, it's because...
Oh, that's what we're preempting,
It's
are we?
because I can't hear her.
Huh. Do you have a year? 58, 61, 64? We had a
Nah.
61 in the chat. Let's go with it. 64.
64.
Cool. Oh, good. I like it when people learn stuff. Yeah, so in Surface Paradise, I didn't know it was that old. They have a thing where the people who check check your parking to make sure that you filled up the meter wear bikinis.
It's really weird.
Not a
It's
fan.
uncomfortable and gross.
Don't like it. I don't know how common it is. I've certainly never seen it. But, ew. What do the initials GS stand for in a game of netball? Ooh, well, we know this. Because I play netball. Yeah, I want to know if the chat knows.
There's too many Americans here. Americans don't know netball.
How much has netball seeped in? Green science. Is that your... Yeah.
It's wild
It
how much...
still
It is
hasn't
wild how much
seeped in.
Americans don't know netball.
It's just such a thing.
I mean, it's fine. It's just not a sport there.
I know, but it's weird. Like, cricket isn't a sport there either. But they've still heard of it.
True.
Yeah, netball is it's very similar to basketball, but it has as many stop-starts as American football. And it's goal shooter is the GS.
They're the one who shoots goals.
One of the ones who shoots goals.
They're the one who shoots goals. What, goal attack? Ugh, goal attack doesn't shoot goals. They
And,
wish.
Yeah, this is the sport it's the sport that all girls play if they don't play soccer. Girls are either soccer people or netball people. Which US state was once part of Russia?
Oh. I was like, that's crazy. What? How is that true? That's what? Oh, wait, no, that's very normal. That's very reasonable.
Good old Florida. Basketball was created by a Canadian. The James Nesmith guy. Is he Canadian? Or is that just an apocryphal thing and he had nothing to do with it?
I think our milk's gone bad.
That makes sense. It does expire today.
Well, should.
Pescatarianism uses what as the only source of meat in a diet that is otherwise vegetarian or vegan?
Fish.
Interesting. They go broader than that. They go seafood.
Seafood, yeah.
I don't know how much I agree with that.
I mean, I'm sure pescatarians eat mollusks.
I'm sure.
And you know,
Yeah.
other stuff.
Yeah, I suppose I never really thought about it. I mean, like,
Oysters.
where does octopus fit in this line?
Oh, I probably ate them.
Oh, okay. Again, we're still in the easy section, so don't feel too bad about this one. Liberty Enlightening the World is the official name of which statue? He was Canadian? Okay, cool. How about that? And also, this is a new one that I hadn't heard before either. Liberty Enlightening the World.
I guess the Statue of Liberty, right?
Yeah. Do you know that? Is this a thing that people know? Yeah. Ow. I just kicked the table. Yeah, is this a thing that people know? Statue of Liberty, Liberty Enlightening the World? Makes sense. Just, yeah. That's fair. She does have a torch. Makes sense. All right, we're on to the mediums. In film production, what does a Foley artist do?
Sand.
Sand. Yeah, sand effects is exactly what they have. Yep, they make sound. Which singer-songwriter has achieved the highest Eurovision score for Australia in the grand final?
Well, who have we had? We've had
Guy Sebastian. Kate Miller-Heidke. Dami Im.
Isaiah Firebrace.
Maybe.
Dami Im. And I feel we're like right now, or coming up, we're having Montaigne.
Who's Montaigne?
She's in
Eurovision.
that Auntie Donna video.
Oh, I know nothing about Eurovision. Some people are super crazy about it and everything. And of course, you probably wouldn't have heard much about it. Yeah, it's definitely a big thing that people who like music and stuff care about. I don't find it that interesting. It looks like back in the day, the acts were a lot more weird and wild, but now a lot of them just sing and they win when they're just being a normal singer. So the one time I watched it, it wasn't that interesting. I feel like Dami Im may have done pretty dang well.
Yeah, go.
But I don't know. Dami Im. Alright. Yeah, 3 out of our 4 people who have done it, maybe there have been more and we just haven't paid any attention, but 3 out of 4 of the ones that we just named are ex-Australian Idol or X Factor or whatever contestants. So yeah, we just put singers in there. English potter Josiah Wedgwood was grandfather of which famous naturalist?
Yeah, Darwin, why not? He had a couple of grandfathers.
Yeah, I only know about one of his grandfathers. I couldn't name both of them.
Oh, Jane Goodall.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Well, how old? Yeah, how old is Wedgwood?
I feel like Josiah
Wedgwood
is old.
I don't know if it is. 'Cause I feel like it's a current brand of ceramic stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's from like the 1850s.
That's not very old at all. I thought it was older than that.
Oh, Attenborough.
The Attenborough.
Attenborough I like.
He is the famous naturalist.
Attenborough I like. He's old as well, so he can have an even older grandfather.
No, it's Darwin.
It's Darwin.
It was Darwin. We were right the first time.
Take the point. We were right the first time.
Yeah, I only know about one of his grandfathers who also came up with a theory of evolution. But the problem was he liked to write his theories in poetry, so he wasn't taken particularly seriously as a scientist. The Glen Eagles Hotel in Torquay, Devon was the inspiration for what classic British sitcom? This seems easy, I would have thought.
But hold on. There are a lot of Americans.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming they know what the show is, but maybe they don't.
Yeah. No, cool, you're good.
Cool.
Faulty Towers.
You never know what makes it across.
It's set in Torquay. Oh, no, absolutely. I wouldn't have known whether you knew Faulty Towers. What is green, covered in question... So, what?
The Riddler suit.
What is green, covered in question marks, and believes he's smarter than Batman?
What is?
Yeah. Why do you
Weird.
think I had to reread? What a strange question.
It's very oddly phrased, but yes, the Riddler.
Feeler, See the Sun, and Summer at Eureka were all #1 albums on the ARIA charts by which singer-songwriter?
Oh, I have absolutely no idea.
Who's an Australian singer-songwriter?
Sia. I don't think those are Sia songs.
No. I don't know who this is.
Oh, okay.
Pete Murray?
Alright, Pete Murray. Pete Murray, everybody.
We're into the hard ones. Okay. What is, forgive my pronunciation, cerveza in Spain, pivo in Russian, and olut in Finland?
Cerveza's,
Beer?
Beer.
Beer?
Beer.
Yeah.
Beer.
Yeah.
Beer.
Salad.
Beer.
Ooh.
Here's a fun question for everybody playing at home. How many syllables in the word beer?
Oh yeah, this caused great debate in my linguistics class at uni. How many syllables in beer? Okay, we got ones.
Just a question.
Because then the question is, if you know linguistics, What is the vowel there? What vowel specifically do you use there?
Except for some people, it is said beer.
Yeah, some people say beer.
Beer.
It's tight. It's tough.
Beer.
Yeah, we just
Beer.
basically, in this first linguistics little section, of course, that we had to do, it was writing out words in the phonetic alphabet. And one of the words we got was beer, and that froze everybody.
It's probably maybe it's more of a divisive question in Australia.
Yeah, could be. Because
Maybe more Americans across the board say beer.
Yeah, having the R.
Beer.
I would have thought that having the R at the end makes it harder.
Beer.
Okay. Who or what is Grey Malkin in Shakespeare's Macbeth?
In Macbeth? I don't know the name Grey Malkin.
I do.
Well, who or what is it?
I've had to do this before.
King's Fool?
Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe has messed me up because the wolf in it has a name similar to Malkin.
But there's no wolf in...
Not that I'm aware
There's a
of.
bunch of trees in Macbeth. That's the most meaningless sentence I've ever seen. He is a Malkin the Dresden Files in the mouth of Mab? Nah, no idea.
What is Grey Malkin? Yes, thank you. He's like a witch familiar or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, a cat / familiar spirit. That's what it is. So wolf wasn't quite there. Okay, our last ones seem easier than this. The ABC mnemonic in first aid refers to checking what on a casualty?
Always be checking.
As you threw it to it, it kind of died there.
Always be checking. Airway, bearway, and careway. Is it like airway breathing consciousness?
I swear I was taught consciousness. They do not have consciousness. Nor do they have chest. They have circulation. I'm positive that in my many CPR courses, that's not what I've been taught.
Yeah. Airway breathing. Oh, so ABC
And CPR,
is
of course
CPR.
it was CPR.
But the question
No,
is...
I should have known that. It's definitely not circulation.
But is the person's airway clear? Is the person breathing? Is the person responding? Is if they're conscious, etc., etc. So, consciousness is one of those things.
No,
that you check.
CPR, I'm wrong. CPR is 100%
Okay.
right. So this person is wrong as well.
Good.
But yeah, consciousness is definitely a significant part of it. Circulation? Never ever heard that. Ever heard that. Airway bleeding consciousness. That's interesting. Yeah, I wasn't taught that one either. Well, this has made me more alarmed that we're not being taught the same things. What type of race did the Bone Shaker Club of Melbourne first hold on July 10th, 1869? I wonder why they wrote July 10th and not 10th of July.
Isn't a bone shaker? It's just an old car, isn't it?
No.
Isn't it?
No.
Bicycle?
Yes.
Bicycle.
Bone shakers are
Yes,
bicycles.
Bone shakers
Yeah, nice
are
and easy.
bicycles.
I mean, we still got 23 points.
Nice. We should play some Nance Drew.
Yep, let's do it. Okay, so we were at the old ranch. We need to make a fire still.
This is an oldie.
Yeah. We need to make a fire. We need to remember to get the saddle off the horse, otherwise we have to redo stuff again. But we've also got to go get that arrowhead.
Fine.
We might need it as
Fine.
flint.
Fine.
Yeah, and we get to learn what is unique to Australia. It's fun.
I should probably have some sound. Don't even know I put headphones on, I can't hear.
And we messed around with the sound a lot last time, so let us know how it ends up.
All right, let's go get Arrowhead.
What?
We have to ask her about him, I guess.
Okay.
All right, let's find out what told us about those places.
The menu was definitely really quiet, but like, let's have a conversation with her and see if it's still really quiet.
Hi, can I help you with something?
Are there many petroglyphs around here?
How's that?
If you take the trail to Cougar Bend, there are hundreds. A lot of them were probably made by the Anasazi. They lived in the area until about 700 years ago, when they just suddenly picked up and left.
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Still quiet?
It's oh so quiet.
Game setup?
Yeah, that's not nothing.
Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch,
That's
but
not
I'm afraid
bad.
all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gray.
Alright, we'll turn it up a little.
How's this?
Hi, can I help you with something?
It was
Probably
great
not too
talking to
different.
you.
Catch you later.
But yeah, we've got another couple saying that it's not too bad.
Cool. It's usually quieter than us so that we can talk and not get drowned out by the Drew. Alright,
I don't think we need anything else here.
let's get out on our horse to the trail stop. Now this is what the Arrowhead was, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Did we get to look at that grave marker?
Here lies
Oh,
Charlie,
that's right.
best mule whatever lived, never kicked me or nothing. Rip January 1881.
Lovely.
Is there another Arrowhead?
I thought that was it.
Oh, wow, I can go up here.
Oh.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Oh no! Better save. Who knows how far back it'll take you?
True, true. Can't really trust this game, can we? Ah, we're fine.
Alright, cool. We got a rattlesnake.
Gloves, just use the gloves. Alright, well, there's a rattlesnake there.
Good to know, I suppose.
I really thought there was another arrowhead down
I
here.
really... What? I don't remember finding two.
We didn't find the first one last time.
Oh.
I think I'll let Bob.
Because I was going to say, I remembered finding one down this end.
Oh.
And I thought to myself, oh, that's interesting that there's one so early.
Alright. Sit there. Now...
But see, we could go that way. I'm seeing if there's any new other way we haven't checked out.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Should we go to Cougar Bend just in case?
I guess.
Just in case going there triggers any new
Yeah,
conversation
sure.
options and things. Off to Cougar Bend! I love this old Nancy style of just having the photos pop up. You know, like they don't do that much anymore. I really like it. Oh, we know we did find a thing here.
We did.
I feel like we found a symbol.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Nancy didn't say anything about it. Okay. Back to Shadoranch.
To the ranch.
Back to Shadoranch.
Oh man. We had to go all that way?
Where are we right now? New Mexico? Is that what? Is that this area with all these?
Mexico. Really?
Arizona? That's.
I mean, I don't remember what it said, but
What
New
is it that
Mexico
has-
just seemed like an interesting first choice.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel there's somewhere that has all of those mesas and those types of rocks. Some area of the U.S.
I would have guessed that it was all of that area.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, yeah, check your notes. Check the invitation.
Nevada? Yeah. I'll check the actual... Oh, we don't have it.
Doesn't say.
Well, we'll never know.
Okay.
Tex said to put the saddle and bridle back.
Oh,
where
but
God
but
had
Nancy will comment on that, will she?
Arizona.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I'd better put that back.
Nah.
Janash. Phoenix, Arizona.
Arizona. I thought I remembered
Tumbleweed,
Phoenix
Arizona.
being mentioned as nearby.
Happy birthday!
Oh my gosh, Jane Nash is Tex's sister.
Who's Jane Nash? Do we remember who Jane Nash is?
Is that meant to be someone?
Well, she sounds excited.
Do we know Jane Nash?
Do we know Jane Nash?
Can barely hear Nancy. Is it just you? Huh. I think it is, and that is very strange. I don't know what would cause that.
I mean, it's this insanely loud music at Shadow Ranch. Like, this music
The
is
music is wildly loud
so
in this
loud.
game.
I can't.
But the problem
Dear
was,
Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is
you don't
not
turn the
well.
voices down.
The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called
Let's do
away
that
on
again.
some kind.
It doesn't really help, though. The game is just really weirdly sound balanced.
Was Jane the person in charge of the store? Check the diary again. Nope. Whose name is Jane Nash?
Yeah, that was Mary Yazzie.
Okay, so it seems like we don't know. We were just really shocked that he had a sister.
Well, we delivered the letter. We still don't have any tinder.
It's a fire pit.
Seriously, we're turning down the sound effects in this game, but I swear they're getting louder.
Yeah, this is such loud music. And doesn't have any relation to the level of music in the tab.
Apparently
Like, I'm
not.
pretty sure if we go...
Yeah, if you were to mute
Dear
the
Hannah,
music.
well, I made it to
No
Shadow
music.
Ranch, but I'm
Yeah, mute's on this menu. Continue. Don't understand.
So insane.
Why do they have a music setting?
And why is it so loud? Okay,
Head back inside, talk to people.
I guess.
Don't forget, we've also got internet.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Have you ever met Mary
Mary
Yazzie?
Yazzie?
Course, nice lady. I mean, for the most part. Gets real unfriendly when the subject of the Raleighs comes up.
Do you know anything about the piece of
Property
property
she's been trying to buy from the Raleighs?
Well, I know she says she wants to buy it because she feels spiritually
Oh, she
drawn
doesn't
to
own it?
But
Oh,
I
sorry.
think she's got something up her
right,
sleeve.
she's trying to buy something
Nancy,
from
Yeah.
It's
them.
great having
Right.
you here. I mean, I like to talk, you know? I like to converse, to debate, to discuss.
You like to gossip, don't you?
More than anything. Which isn't a bad thing. People like you and I are fascinated by the human condition, that's all. So, who else do you want to talk about?
Nobody really.
Aww.
Let's do some gossip. Danny, do you like to gossip? Let's gossip. Hey, did you hear?
I like it when other people know gossip because I never know anything.
I heard that somebody was accidentally really mean to Matt Yule, and now he's real sad about the song he wrote, and he keeps second guessing the lyrics.
Makes me sick.
Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.
Gotta bake something.
Maybe we should just call what's her face. Be like, hey, we delivered your letter.
Yeah,
What's on the web?
lots of stuff.
Rattlesnakes.
Ooh, okay.
Out of the 17 types of rattlesnakes that call Arizona home, the western diamondback is the most common. Gets the name from its diamond back. It's long, it's flat, it's got fangs, eyes. They're excellent swimmers. Hibernate in the winter. Feed on mammals and birds. They're born live. Oh, that's interesting.
Disturbed. Yeah, snakes are weirdos.
They're time door, but if they're threatened, they don't like us.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Chances are when you return, it will be gone.
Oh, interesting. So we should go back there one day.
Yeah.
Instantly painful bite. Blood clotting. Okay.
Sorry, that was just interesting that it said if you get bitten by one, don't tourniquet it. So I was told that was, I mean, maybe this is more true for Australian snakes. I don't know. That's one of rare cases where tourniqueting isn't the worst idea.
I guess we'll call the Rawleys.
Sure.
The Rawleys. Bring, 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 bring.
Hello?
Hi, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy again.
Hi, Nancy. It's Nancy.
I can hear that.
How is Mr. Raleigh doing?
Let's get something straight right now. Even though we're Bess and George's aunt and uncle and not yours, I want you to call us Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed too. Got that?
All
No.
right.
Good. Now, what was the question?
How is Uncle Ed doing?
Well, he's running a slight fever, so the doctors are a little concerned.
Oh, I'm fine.
They're going to keep him here overnight, just to make sure he isn't developing some kind of infection. Oh, but enough about us. How are you doing?
I have a question for, again, just for some Americans. Whether or not, this is a very big sitcom-y sort of trope. It's an American media thing, and I wonder if it's true for any of you in your real life. Because it's wild to me. It's so strange. Who here in the chat has a person who was a friend of their parents that they referred to as uncle or aunt or aunt?
Yeah, did you have an aunt or uncle who wasn't your aunt or uncle?
Yeah, did you ever have someone that you referred to as aunt or uncle who was actually just a friend of your parents or a friend of the family, or someone that wasn't actually your aunt and uncle?
See, we were largely taught...
Yes, it's wild to me.
Never tourniquet, like, in the case of anything being broken or whatever. But in the case of snakebite venom...
It's so weird.
Man, snakebite venom, you wanted to cut off circulation to an extent. Because the whole problem of snake venom is that it spreads.
Yeah, that's just a thing. I've always seen Americans do it on TV, and it's always like, do people actually do that? That's really weird.
It's really not a thing here.
You know,
that's really funny.
it's just really interesting. It's just this subtle thing that's like, I mean, it's fine. It makes enough sense, but it's just wild.
It's totally fine. It's just really interesting.
No, I don't call
where this cultural thing happened.
I only call the only people I ever called uncle and aunt on top of their name were great uncles and great aunts. Because presumably my mum would have called them uncle and aunt, and so as a kid I called them like Uncle John, but my actual uncles would just be like Lawrence. That's fine. That's his name.
See, yeah, I would be exactly the same. However, one time, some months ago, when I was playing Among Us with my nieces and nephew, as soon as I joined, they all posted in the chat, "Hi, Auntie."
Wait, no, this got wilder. Sorry, so you referred to people who weren't your aunts and uncles as aunt and uncle, and you referred to their kids as your cousins? That's even... That's even wilder. Does anybody else do that with, like, friends of your family? If your dad has a friend that you call Uncle Grobus, do you call his kids your cousins? Because that is now weird to me. Why can't you just be friends? Why can't you just be friends with them? Why weren't you those kids' friends?
Funny. I have two interesting points about this. One is that my introduction to this American cultural thing was a Simpsons comic book where Matt Groening in the comic says, "Don't trust someone who calls himself uncle who isn't your uncle," and in the same issue of the comic book calls himself Uncle Matt. And that made me very confused and suspicious. The other thing is, I believe that there are some Australian Aboriginal groups where in the tribal circle, anyone of the older generation is aunt or uncle.
Oh, it might be. I mean, in general, to me, it always feels like Aboriginal cultural appropriation to ever call someone uncle who is your
I
uncle,
think
or to
I
call
would
anybody
feel that
cousin who
way.
isn't your cousin.
Yeah.
It's a really big Aboriginal thing in Australia. Like it's
Yeah.
like to the point where it's one of those, like in America they have like the classic thing of like the white guy who's like, hey, my brother, to a random black person, and it's like, what are you doing? The Australian version of that is going to an Aboriginal person and be like, hey cuz, hey, like,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, that's weird, man. Oh, how's your mob doing, cuz? What are you doing?
that's
Get out of here.
embarrassing.
What are you get that? But yeah.
But yeah, I'm really curious about where it came from in America, because it's such a thing, and it is just not here.
Yeah, you'll be called uncle when that's strange. One of my
Fascinating.
we have plenty of relationships with family friends as a kid. It was just like, yeah, that's my dad's friend.
I'm gonna click this.
I delivered that envelope to Mary Yazzie like you asked.
Fascinating.
She seemed a
It's just
little
really interesting.
upset when she read that you'd turned her down.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint her, but
Do you think it's just that America has more of a found family
Well,
culture?
America definitely has more of a found family idea in their culture. Like, this is my family.
Yeah, America
it's
has
like
a big
it's just
thing
an interesting
about
thing.
like
It's like
moving to a different state when you turn 18 and that sort of thing. That's a much bigger deal to go off and start a new life far away from your family. So maybe it makes more sense just in that way.
It's interesting that Native Americans are very similar, apparently.
Ooh, and in Canada.
They're Native Americans in Canada.
That's fair. Interesting.
What does she want the property for?
What does she want the property for?
I have no idea. The parcel she wants to buy is nowhere near her store, and there's nothing
That's
but rocks.
okay. That's
Maybe someone
interesting.
else there at the ranch knows, but
That's
we
very
sure don't.
interesting. Ace Magpie is Dutch,
Oh.
but it's just sort of seeped in.
So, wait, now I have a new question. Are you being called, like, uncle by English-speaking people? Or aunt, or I don't know if it was uncle or aunt, I didn't notice. Or uncle, or is it uncle in Dutch? Is this a normal Dutch thing?
Man.
And also, what's the Dutch for uncle? Knowing Dutch,
If
I'm
it's-
assuming it's uncle.
If it's the same as German, it's
Uncle.
pretty much
It's
uncle.
probably just uncle,
Uncle,
right?
I think, in German. Cool. Nowhere near the store. Nowhere near rocks. Cool. She wants to hide her phantom horse.
Yeah, she found some gold.
And
a phantom horse.
unbury the gold.
I heard about the phantom horse. Was last night the first time it showed
I heard
up?
about the phantom horse. Was last night the first time it showed up?
As far as I know, it was the strangest thing. Shorty kept babbling about how it was the ghost of the horse that belonged to some outlaw.
Dirk Valentine?
But that was right after Ed got himself bit.
A lot of
and we were all
English.
running around trying to get him into the truck to take
Ooh.
him to the hospital, and I really wasn't.
I've got a
paying
trivia
attention.
question.
Where?
That's... Ugh. How interesting.
Oh.
Right. Trivia question.
Oh.
Oh, no, that's a weekend one. Man,
What are you looking for?
I was going to do a Simpsons one.
Ah,
But
just
the Saturday, Sunday is the same one.
we'll just jump to the next one.
Yeah, I can jump to the next one.
Danny has Simpsons trivia for you.
Yeah, I got a Simpsons trivia calendar now.
It's dim. Should I turn the light on? I'll turn the light on. Well, Danny asked you. Oh, trivia.
Goodness, this is not an interesting question. In Lisa Simpson, This Isn't Your Life, to her surprise, Lisa discovers that Marge used to be what? A, the Springfield Elementary School mascot, B, the editor of the Fourth Gradian newspaper, or C, a straight A student. What was Marge?
Do you have any idea where the horse
Do
came
you have
from?
any idea where the horse came from?
None whatsoever. She wants to know where that phantom horse came
I can
from.
hear it yelling through my headphones before I put them on.
You're the detective, dear. If you want to snoop around and see what you can find out about that creature, by all means, please do.
Why do you have a painting of Francis Humber?
Why do you have a painting of Francis Humber?
I just thought it would give the den some character, that's all. I found it in the tack room under a pile of junk.
What's a
So the
tack
former
room?
What's a
owners
tack
left behind
room?
a lot of
Food?
stuff?
Oh, like tack,
Swear,
like
it's
for horses,
no
like.
one who lived
Oh,
at Shadow
that's
Ranch
fair.
ever bothered to take their things with them when they left.
Tante. And
When
that
we
is the
moved in,
same
the
as
place was
German.
Literally full of junk.
How funny. So I wonder where came from. Sorry
did she
about
do
my
with it?
Dutch.
I sold most of it to Mary Ann.
I
She
can't
gets a lot of antique
Dutch.
collectors in her store. Some things I kept, like Francis's favorite recipes.
And that ridiculous blanket chest.
Ooh.
You insisted on keeping that.
Oh,
Oh, that was
yes,
interesting. He
and
had an
I
extra
kept
line that wasn't there.
triangular-shaped chest in the den.
For anybody...
It belonged to Merrill
Oh.
Humber. He was Francis's father. And I figured since I was keeping that picture of Francis, it was only fair that I keep something of his.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
German, Dutch, and all the German parts of English are all
Absolutely. I
very
can tell.
similar.
I can tell from very occasional reading, but mostly from hearing the similarities to German. It's like if you hear Dutch, you think, oh, it's German, but I can't understand any of the words. But then it sounds so much like English as well, but not
Doesn't
quite.
look like
But when I
Bess and
see it
George are
written
gonna be up
down,
here today.
I have no idea how to say it.
Why not?
Their plane had to land in Omaha because of mechanical problems. They
I
don't know
love
when
languages
they'll
Are we all ready for
so
this?
much.
So, you'll have all those cowboys to yourself for a while. That Dave is pretty cute.
No one likes a cowboy.
Really? You just say no one likes a cowboy?
No one likes a cowboy. Really? You like... Well, Nancy,
Ugh.
you gotta take that saddle and put it on the horse before I let you ride out of
Dave's
here.
okay, but
I'm not
Tex
gonna
is a
let you
different
go
story.
anywhere
That man
until you
scared the
put that
bejeepers out of me when he
saddle
came in to interview.
all on a
But he kind of
horse.
grows on you, and he takes real good care of the horses.
Terrible. Oh, that's fun.
I'll be in touch.
We'll be right here. Bye.
I have no doubt. Like, you can have creepy cowboy, but in general...
Yeah, nice cowboys are nice. That's why every season of every Amazing Race in every country has a team that's cowboys.
Yeah. And that's why no matter how much he lied, JT made it to the end of his first season of Survivor, just because he had a bit of an accent. And everyone immediately found him trustworthy. That's a camelopard, and you know it.
I'm pretty sure that's a horse that's done the same way as the cave painting.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, that even has a clock face on it.
Oh, what's our clock? We know the clock in here is broken.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we were
Where was
told
the
that
clock?
last time. You were just looking at it. That you just looked at it.
4. That's between 8 and 9.
Great.
There's also colours, though.
Oh, okay.
So we know that, like,
Oh boy.
if we find colours in a sequence, we can get a... Is there a coloured sequence on the chest itself?
For the trivia, the answer was...
Yeah, look, red, blue, yellow.
Okay,
Okay, so we're looking for like, a red, a blue, and a yellow.
okay. The answer was not B, Editor of the Daily Fourth Gradian. Marge does mention the Daily Fourth Gradian at some point. I remember it in her voice. But...
Was it red, blue, yellow? Is that what we just said?
What?
Was it red, blue, yellow? Is that what we just said?
Sure,
Okay.
let's go with
I'll
that.
Yeah, red, blue,
Okay.
yellow. Red, light blue, and yellow.
But yeah, it was not that one. I guess maybe it's a different episode that the Daily Fourth Grading comes
So
up.
thinking 12 to 7.
Okay, that seems fair.
This is very escape roomy, the way that just worked.
Mm.
Alright. 12 to... Oh, yes! Oh, I feel
Nice.
that. Oh, I'm so happy.
Into this. Ooh. Okay.
Interesting. MH.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Why is the arrow changed for some of them?
What do you mean?
Like you've
Oh,
got.
yeah.
Ah, good to know. It was. What? Oh, it's
trial
just a
and error.
random. Okay. 6, 8, 2, 4, 12, 10.
I'm an old sheriff. I'm a young sheriff.
Oh, it was C. She used to be a straight A student. I can't remember the context of the rest of the episode because I'm not good at Simpsons episodes
This
by
doesn't look like it
episode
was ever
names.
opened.
Let's open it.
Cool. All right, my
As
turn.
usual,
Oh,
things did not work out like I
I
planned.
thought I'd have
just
to
when
voice
I get
this.
everything fixed just right for you to go looking for the thing I hid for you, I go and get myself arrested. But no matter what you hear, nothing is gonna happen to me. I will be fine and we will be together soon, I promise. Meanwhile, you can keep busy by looking for what I hid. Start by using this piece of paper to mark where all the rock pictures are. They will tell you what to do next. Your favorite flowers, and the flowers on your favorites, start keeping them in mind too. I will leave a message for you in this here cell, just in case they decide to move me to the jail down in Tumbleweed or something.
okay. Is there more?
I like vexing your brain, because when you are thinking real hard, like when you're playing the piano, you are more beautiful than anything in the world. I am sure to be out of here before you find my treasure, but in case I am not, know that it is all yours, and that you are more precious to me than 10,000 treasures put together. 9.
Oh my god, he said it!
15.
I didn't think he was
22,
gonna do it.
5, 25, 15, 21. Dirk. P.S. I do not and never will hold what your father did to me against you.
Okay, so Duck sounds a lot less wild bushrangery than I expected.
Bushranger is the Australian word for outlaw.
Oh, that's boring.
Cowboy outlaw. All right.
Message is boring.
What does it say?
It says I love you.
I love you. Cool.
I like
That's
vexing
not
your
helpful.
brain.
Oh, okay. It does. Whoa! Napoja bästa festal på mig!
Oh, and there's symbols.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, interesting.
This seems like a lot.
Well, we've taken that with us. This
Medal
is the journal of
of
Mel
Mba. You
Humniner.
did sound like a very...
Humniner.
And yeah, that's a gamma.
McGamel Humniner.
Okay.
July 4th, 1882. Got sworn in as sheriff. It was the 4th, so it's like all them celebrations was for me.
Alright.
Which of course they
So
weren't.
Merrill is Francis's
Francis
dad.
wrote up a song and played it on the piano for me. I forget
Unusual,
This is
but
the
not
only
unheard
one
of.
with voiced
how. I'm
books.
lucky to have
Yeah,
my
this
poor
is
daughter.
fascinating.
Hereford Shoup
This
come
is just
by
how he
with a
does his
plant he
E's
brung from New York,
sometimes.
Yeah.
which he calls Harrison's Yellow. Looked
But look
right
at the
dead
word
to me,
want.
but
There's
Yeah.
one of
Francis
each.
planted it out back and give it some water, and already it looks to be on the mend. She's 17 and can read and write good and knows her numbers. Hereford's thinking to marry her, but I said she ain't of that mind yet. Hereford Shoup come by. Hereford Shoup come. Hereford Shoup come by. Hereford Shoup come by.
Oh, for sure. Was that? Oh, is that it? Oh, no more
Got sworn
pages.
in. Got sworn in. Got sworn in. Hereford Shoup got sworn in as sheriff.
Oh
It
no!
was the
Someone
4th.
stole his job.
Hereford Shoup got sworn in as sheriff.
Oh, no.
It was the
Now-
There's
March
more.
30th, 1883. Francis has got
Sorry, did I
eyes
ruin
for
it?
a young
Yeah, I was
man
gonna say
named Dirk.
something. Don't do it now.
What?
I'm just trying to figure out this whole writing thing and what the point of it is. Because there's so little consistency.
I think it's just there to show that he's bad at spelling.
But look, Hereford spelled there, Hereford written there.
Yeah.
Why are they different?
Yeah, sometimes his E's are backwards. Already is misspelled.
Yeah, misspellings I don't mind as
Sword
much because
isn't a
there's
word.
only certain amounts of prescribed spelling 100 years ago anyway, 140 years ago. So, yeah, but that's the inconsistency is much more curious.
I mean, it could be a puzzle thing. It is a puzzle
I
game.
find it unlikely,
But I
but
think it's just for. I
Alright.
think it's just.
let's hear about Dirk. What'd he do to you?
Francis has got eyes for a young man named Dirk.
Dirk.
She says he's from Prescott. Cappy says when she plays the piano, this Dirk makes everyone be quiet so he can hear her good. I ain't never seen her smile like she smiles now. I told her to bring him to the ranch for dinner, but She says he won't come because he is too shy. I wonder if that is the truth. Got a letter from the sheriff over in
Oh, he
Phoenix.
got angry.
It's Dirk Valentine, who is wanted for robbing 2 banks in a stagecoach. The picture with the letter looked just like Dirk, who Francis is sweet on. When I showed her the picture, she got tearful and run off. Now, Dirk is gone, and she won't say nothing about where he went. August 2nd, 1883. Dirk Valentine is robbing banks and coaches and trains all over the territory. Francis says he never ever shoots his gun and only steals from people that already got plenty of money. But that ain't true, because some of them trains he robbed was carrying money, meant to pay miners a hard-earned wages. He is nothing but a no-good, greedy outlaw. But Francis gets real mad when I say that. I fear she is still sweet on him, and that she sees him when she knows I am busy, and gets letters from him
Good
when
old
she
busy.
hides from me.
Yeah, nice
September
try that.
9th, 1883. Got hold of a note Francis sent to Dirk and saw where they was going to meet. So I got a posse and we caught Dirk, and now he's in jail. The judge is coming next week, and I hear he is a hanging judge, so Dirk most likely ain't long for this world. Francis won't say nothing to me no more and says she never will again. September 13th, 1883. Dirk sent a secret letter to Francis, which Mason got hold of and give to me. I locked it up so she won't ever read it. Francis ain't allowed to see Dirk in jail, of course, and if she never sees his letter, maybe she will think he don't like her no more, and maybe she will stop liking him. Francis is
I don't know if I want to unbury this treasure.
wish she was still alive.
I feel uncomfortable.
September 17th, 1883. They hung Dirk at noon. I thought I would be glad, but I ain't. September 18th, 1883. Francis took Brownie in my big saddlebag and is gone. She ain't told no one where she's going, not even Cappy. But I know she will forget Dirk, and when she does, she will come home because she's a smart gal and will figure out that I did what I'd done for her.
When was he arrested?
September 9th, 1883.
Oh man, it took like a week.
January 4th, 1884. My sister says her little girl Ellie got a letter that said Francis went east and was not of a mind to ever return. I hope this ain't the truth, because I miss her something awful. June 11th, 1884. The Harrison's yellow, which Francis said was her favorite flower.
Favorite flower.
Just a pile of brown
Write it down.
leaves now. I don't know how to look after
Write it
young
down.
things like that.
Write it
So
down.
it is my fault that it died.
Write it down.
Okay, but my notebook is very far away and this is very sad.
Write it down.
I'm gonna knock many things over.
Don't do it. Don't knock anything over. Write it down. Here's our special cool pen. Favorite flower. Harrison's yellow.
Yeah, I just wanted some dates in mind to figure out exactly how pregnant she was.
Ah.
I ain't seen or heard from Francis in a year. I tell people she's on her way home, but when I look in my heart, I know this is a lie. She'll never come back to
Why are you
Sherwood
crying?
Ranch, and it is
This
my
is so
fault.
sad.
I'll just have to find a way to live with it.
So what is this that I've got now?
I mean, it looks like a key to something, maybe.
The Raleighs sold a trunk full of junk to Mary Yazzie.
Yeah, we know. We've already talked to her about that. Even in this version.
Oh, that's Jane Nash.
Ah. Right. Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, now Jane Nash is Tex's sister. Every now and then there's a little sting, there's a little bit of music in this subtle background music that reminds me of the Teen Titans theme song. Oh, she's got a stopwatch right there. Oh.
You don't like cattle feed commercials?
No, I had them. Hey, well,
hello.
welcome.
I'm so glad. Yeah, welcome. You're joining
Miss
us
Nancy, how may I
at a
be of
moment where I'm
service?
not 100% sure what we're doing, but it
Drop
seems to
by
be a
any
pretty
time.
good Nancy so far. Seems to be the kind that we enjoy.
Yeah.
We need Tinder.
We need Tinder.
But yeah, sad stories. Gotta love them.
It's a sad
Talk to Chicken Boy?
Yeah, sure.
Hello, Nancy.
So
Something
what I can do for you?
I found a letter that may have been written by Dirk
All
Valentine
right,
to
he's
Francis Humber way back in the 1880s.
he's the
What do
villain.
you know about them?
I know there's a painting of her over in the ranch house, and that's about it. Why? What'd the letter say?
It suggested that Dirk had buried something very valuable around here.
Well, if the guy did hide something, it's probably long gone by now.
I'll let you
I
get
don't
back
trust
to
him at
work.
all.
How about you back to looking at chickens?
You got hiccups?
Ooh. Tinder.
Tinder!
Tinder.
Let's build this thing.
Tinder.
I need to start with Tinder.
That's not Tinder.
I guess they're just little sticks.
How is that not Tinder?
Old ivory egg.
Well, it's because I don't trust Dave at all.
And it is Ned's the best.
Yeah, Ned's great. Yeah, no, maybe we've got to interrogate him about his sister. How many kilometers 670 inches is to the nearest hundredth? Fun trivia. I can do that. Roughly, maybe.
How many inches in a anything? Yeah, we need some actual or just some paper. That's fine. That's a good Tinder substitute. Three feet is 0.9 meters. How many inches in...
1.675.
That's what you've got with?
No, wait, hold on. That's how many? Sorry, 16.75. I convert to centimeters. Oh my god, this is so hard to do in head without writing stuff down. Hold on. 16.75. So then... What, 0.01675? That seems too small. 3/8 of an inch is a centimeter? That's a very different way of putting it. We always go that 1 inch is 2.5 centimeters, which would be slightly different.
How many feet is 670 inches? What's that divided by 12? 50-ish?
More, but yeah, sure, 50 something.
50 something?
I tried because I'm so used to it being 2.5. That's 5 over 2.
Oh, I see.
So I times it by 5 over 2. Or I tried to, but doing it in my head.
Why don't you just times by
easy.
2.5, sorry?
Because I'm not good at timesing by 2.5
Oh, I see,
in my
I see.
head. But what's the difference?
Yeah, good point.
And I got 1675, I think.
So 1675 centimeters. So that's 16 point...
Meters.
16 meters.
Yeah, so
Oh, so that's nothing.
0.01675
So I guess it's to the
kilometers.
nearest hundredth of a kilometer. It'd be
To
2.
the nearest hundredth.
So to the nearest hundredth, it's 2 hundredths of a kilometer. But not super close.
Yeah, that seems fair.
You still here?
That's fun.
You sound surprised.
You sound surprised.
You and your friends, if they ever show up, you ain't gonna last more than 3 days out here.
Well, I hope you like surprises, Tex, because you're in for one.
Well, I hope you like surprises, Tex, because you're in for one.
City folk can't take living out here. Too rugged, too much work,
Yeah.
too dangerous.
I understand you have a sister named Jane Nash.
I understand you have a sister named Jane Nash.
So what if I do?
I found a pretty nasty letter from
Yeah,
someone.
I blame trying to do it in my head.
Jane Nash
I
in the
found a pretty
Raleigh's
nasty
desk.
letter from someone named Jane Nash in the Raleigh's desk.
That don't mean it was my sister. Hey, you've been snooping, haven't you? In the Raleigh stuff, in my stuff.
I'm just very observant.
I'm just very observant, that's all.
My business ain't none of your business. And that includes any sisters I may or may not have. You need to go. I'm busy.
What's that? Oh.
Nothing. I don't know what we're doing right now.
No.
Should I call Borge?
Yeah, phone does have an exclamation mark.
Let's call Borge. Borge.
We can always call Charlena Purcell. We haven't done that.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Hello?
Hi, guys.
So what Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed say?
Get this.
Last night, Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet found a rattlesnake
Yeah,
in their room.
yeah.
Oh my gosh! Are they okay?
Well, actually, it bit Uncle Ed.
Oh my god. Is he okay?
He will be. Right now, he's in the hospital. He'll probably be there for a day or two. Aunt Bet's staying with him.
Oh my gosh!
And apparently a phantom horse showed up at just
Oh
about
my
the same
gosh.
time as that snake.
A phantom horse? Of all the times to get stranded in some stupid airport. Look, you just better keep us posted, Nancy Drew. That's all I gotta say.
The voices swapped.
Yeah, I think they have there. I think those were the wrong thingies. Because that sounded like George and that sounded like Bess. Maybe I'm wrong.
I haven't been paying much attention. I just know that didn't sound like the best that I'm
No.
used to.
Apparently
Last
last
night, this glowing horse came galloping up out of nowhere, caused a huge commotion, then went galloping off and disappeared.
It was glowing?
Evidently, it was pretty spooky.
Yeah,
They're
those aren't
investigating
trivia as
phantom
such.
horses, and what are we doing? A big fat nothing. That does it, George. We're suing the airline.
I'm not sure what I should do next.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should call Charlene Purcell.
That's it for now.
Have fun. Wish you were here. Kidding.
I don't care what Frank and Joe have to say.
Charlena Purcell's office.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
Concerning?
I'm staying at a ranch in central Arizona, and since she knows so much about the history of Arizona, I thought maybe she could answer some questions for me.
Questions concerning?
Well, I came across a very old trunk that might contain stuff that has to do with these people named Dirk Valentine and Francis Humber. Only I can't open it.
Sweet.
Dirk, the other one,
And his girlfriend, Francis
What?
Humber.
the one
yes.
in Mary
Yeah,
Ass's
yeah, no, I
desk.
said sweet.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you for holding.
I can't hear 'cause
and
my
thank
ear.
you for calling the office for Charlena Purcell.
Yeah,
Miss
see,
Purcell's
that's the
latest
problem that I would find.
To my heart was an instant
Like,
bestseller.
converting into
And
weeks,
like
okay,
so
converting
many
into
other novels, it
0.012
received
weeks,
the Cooper Award
that's
for
not fun
historical
anymore.
excellence. Reading a Charlena Purcell novel is like traveling through time to the old Southwest on the wings of love.
This is Charlena. Who is this again?
Nancy
Drew?
Tell me about the trunk you found.
Well, to open it, I need to put these wrenches in these three holes, but I don't know which direction they need to be pointing.
That does sound like it came from the Humber family. Is there any kind of picture on it?
Yes,
Yes,
as a matter of fact,
there's a
this
kind of abstract design made up of hearts and doves
and
and the initials
EH
and
AH.
EH would be Eldridge Humber, and
AH would be Abigail Humber. Francis
Humber's
Humber's
grandparents.
The picture no doubt commemorates their wedding day, which was April 9, 1811.
Okay, so they're gonna want 4911, I assume.
You think they want 4 9/11s?
No, they just commemorated it for 9/11.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Those numbers must
Why
have
would you
something
click
to do with
that?
the directions in which those wrenches need to be pointing.
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. In the course of my research, I've only read about the trunks Merrill and Eldridge
I don't
Humber
want more
handcrafted.
hints.
Let's have 4 9/11.
No.
We'll remember 4 9/11s.
However, I've been running
We'll never
across
forget.
fascinating tidbits concerning the Humber family and stashing them away for years. When I have enough tidbits stashed away, I may well write a book about them.
Then you'd probably be very interested to know what's in this trunk.
Yes, I would. And since I've helped you, or tried to, it's only fair that you help me, don't you think?
Sure, I'll keep you posted. Did I mention that I'm staying at Shadow Ranch?
This just gets better and better. I'll tell my
I love that this
assistant when
woman's
you're
turning
called
into like
through
a sexy vampire.
By the way, why are you so interested in the Humbers?
Knowing more about them and what happened in the past.
Older
helps
lady
figure out
sexy
something that's
vampire
going
is
on
not
in
a
the
thing
present.
that's been covered
I'm
enough.
kind of a detective.
Let's make
That makes two of us.
just make
I'll
one.
be waiting to hear from you.
I don't particularly want to make that,
Let's make.
but I am
movie.
surprised at how little I've seen it. She
Oh.
should get together with Bluefoot.
Oh, Bluefoot and the sexy vampire. Let's make that.
They wouldn't know who would win that vote. They would.
They would know who would win.
I don't know. How do you decide who leaves the answering machine message in that couple?
They do it together.
That's
Hello.
too much.
You've reached Charlena Purcell and Nurse Bluefoot. I'm here too.
You remember him being an old black man much more than I do.
That was his voice. Time. Oh,
That's
whoops.
not the
But
right
you know what?
button.
Actually, just in case. Saddle.
Sorry about what an anti-American stream this has been.
What do you mean? What? Why would you take it off, Nancy?
I thought that her name was familiar,
Come on, Bob.
and that we may have heard of her before.
Ah,
that sounds
fun.
like it could well be true.
Yeah. Oh, is this? Are there like secrets in here?
Nope.
Nope. Off into the distance, Nancy. Back to Mary's gifts. Alright, so we're thinking it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah, the one that you called because someone wanted a signature. That sounds familiar.
9. Turn it the other way.
Ah.
I got the trunk open.
I got the
Great,
trunk
thank you.
open!
Go ahead and take something from
Fry
You
pan.
deserve a reward.
Fry pan.
Pan. If I want something else from the trunk, I should put back
Huh.
what I took before.
Alright.
Okay, we don't need a fry pan.
Maybe.
Oh, I see. You like swap them out.
I wonder how you open this.
With this.
Bingo! F.H.
Great.
Francis
Humber?
Humber?
No, 1 was right.
Oh, yeah.
1, 11, 7. Ah, fine.
Hmm.
Green bottle under... wonder what that means.
And now we don't need that anymore.
Oh.
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 And let's say the badge instead.
Well, what's that thing? Is that a thing?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay. Alright, we got a sheriff's badge.
Green bottle under.
Have we seen a green bottle?
Hi, can I help you with something?
It was great talking to you.
Ride safely.
Moving back into the camp.
Yeah. Maybe it's under the rock with the rattlesnake.
Let's do it. Let's go to the rock. It might be gone now. That's what they said.
True.
Let's come back later and see if it's gone.
True enough.
She wasn't the one who was actually on the train with us. Wasn't there a rider on the actual blue train?
There was.
Fine. Fine. Back to Shadornch.
Stormt.
Don't forget to take off the
Headphones?
headphones.
Whew. Yeah, I wonder how far back it would take us if we forgot to do it this time.
Ugh. Take us back to the very start of the game. Don't head back to me. Okay.
Should we call Charlena back?
Yes.
Oh, sure, you're gonna do it in full earshot of Dave.
Yeah, everyone loves Dave. He's a cowboy, the sexiest boy of all.
Blah. And she also got in a fight. Oh my god, I don't remember that. I'll have to
This is
replay that
Nancy
one
Drew.
again.
May I
Because it
please
was
speak to Miss
great.
Purcell?
She told me to put you right through. She even told me to make sure you didn't have to listen to that recording again. You really rate.
Hello, Nancy. So what have you discovered?
I opened that trunk and found a locket watch in it that used to
I
belong
opened
to
that trunk
Francis.
and found
A
a
locket
locket watch in
watch.
it that used to belong to Francis.
And was anything in the locket watch?
Half a
Half
picture.
a picture. I'm pretty sure what's there is a picture of Francis. I think the missing half was of her father. Anyway, on the back it said
Green Bird
bottle
Lender.
Wonder what that means.
It looks like the rest of the sentence is on the half that got torn off.
I know a lot about the Humbers, but I don't know anything about a green bottle. What happened to all of Dirk Valentine's ill-gotten gains? That's what I'd really like to know.
Let's tell her.
Sure.
Actually,
I may know
She's
what
not the
happened to
criminal.
it.
If you're talking about the rumor that Dirk hid his fortune in such a way that only Francis would be able to find it, I know all about it, and I tend to believe it. Seeing that
Aw,
Dirk
that's
was basically
nice.
just a high-spirited, fun-loving guy who loved to take risks.
Okay.
The thing is, after
Think she has
Dirk's
a crush on
demise,
Dirk.
Frances spent the rest of her life teaching school in Ohio, which strongly suggests that she never found the treasure. So the rumor probably isn't true.
I think I know why she never
I
found
think I
it.
know why she never found it.
Really? Tell me.
I found a letter from Dirk that Francis never read. It told her how to start looking for what he'd hidden for her.
His clues were rather obtuse, though.
For example,
For example,
Obtuse.
he refers to her favorite flowers and the flowers on her favorites. Do you know what that means?
no, and that's the problem. Whatever clues he left for her no doubt relate to things only she and no one else would understand.
Dan, would you like to reread this line in a Dutch accent?
No. Why?
Just to be mean to you. I don't have a Dutch accent.
Exactly.
I have an Australian accent. I'm going to try and figure it out anyway. So you think it's hopeless?
Maybe I do. No one can figure out my accent.
Maybe you sound Dutch. Maybe you sound exactly like a
Yes.
Dutch person.
What accent do I sound like I have? Where do I sound like I was born?
You're Australian, and everybody knows.
That's the thing, though. They don't.
Well, I'm going to try to
People
figure it
think
out
I have an
anyway.
accent, and I do not understand what
there's
accent they
something I
believe
can
I
help you
have
with,
because I get
do not
many
hesitate to
variations
call.
on the
Talk
guesses.
to you soon.
That would be great.
And as far as I'm aware, I got nothing.
Well, you have an accent.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people.
Yeah,
Cool.
see, you sound Australian.
Yeah, just not to other Australians, or sometimes English people, or sometimes American people. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's right. More sticks! Is that enough sticks?
But it's not tinder yet.
It might be. Maybe our pile of sticks is big. And maybe we just needed it to be a big pile.
Okay.
See, look how big that pile is now.
I need to start with
Yeah.
Tinder.
I need to start
Alright,
with
fine.
tinder.
Keep searching around here. There's just got to be more sticks.
Because you need little sticks before you need big sticks.
What?
So you need like tinder, then little sticks, then big sticks.
I don't understand. They're all sticks.
Yeah, but the big sticks won't catch fire because they're too big. So you need little sticks to grow the fire. And then you need big sticks. First you need tinder.
Sticks aren't going to be inside.
I feel like the classic bad Dutch accent that people do involves a lot of shirting your S's. Is one of those
Fair.
classic elements to what is, I'm assuming, a very inaccurate Dutch accent. But I feel like when you hear people do it, they shir all their S's.
I mean, the best depiction of Dutch people was...
Austin Powers Goldmember? No?
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Who are the Dutch people in Spider-Man Far From Home?
And he wakes up on the...
Oh, with a bunch of Dutch people.
yeah. Yeah, Dutch people in Far From Home are great.
One pinch.
Yes, there's a lot
One
of
peck.
cooking and translating that we gotta do.
Hold on.
What?
I wonder if one of these is her favourite.
With flowers on it. Ugh.
Like cornflowers. My favourite.
Okay.
Shadow Ranch cake.
Marzipan flour.
Alright, so marzipan flour. Write it down, put it in the notes. But where are you from, Slithonimus?
You can leave. I'm gonna write. I'm done.
I thought that was a pretty good stroke of genius.
Hey, you're crowding
that's
me
fair.
here,
I
Nancy.
wasn't thinking
I
about
need
favorite
elbow
food.
room when I cook.
Sorry.
If anything, I was thinking about flowers on someone's grave. A hint on the tinder. I don't know. Will we stumble across it, or do you reckon it requires active thinking about Tinder?
I'm cold.
Requires active thinking about Tinder.
Okay, so what could Tinder be? It's like either like a mossy, fluffy, dried out piece of like dried grassy
tumbleweed?
stuff.
Can we catch
Tumbleweed
a
is
tumbleweed
perfect
somewhere?
Tinder. And paper. Is there like old newspaper floating around?
There's paper everywhere. If it's just one of the many pieces of paper that we found, I don't think I'm ever going to get it. Is there a thing on the internet about starting a fire?
We didn't start the fire.
Is there a thing on the internet about
That
starting a
was
fire,
not
Billy?
Tinder. Oh, I see. On the internet.
Yes. Ooh, Harrison's yellow.
Harrison's yellow. How do you click on these things? This
Yeah,
shrub
great.
rose
It's big
bears a
flower,
semi-double
yellow.
3-inch wide.
Surprise, surprise.
And location.
Great. Lots of yellow.
And this little bit of music is Mr. Bojangles. High rise in New York City.
Okay.
And plant them beside the houses and barns they built as they journeyed west.
Where would there specifically be paper for starting a fire? Someone who smokes.
Oh, interesting.
Where would there be fire of paper specifically for fire?
In a fireplace.
A bin.
So we found along the length of the Oregon Trail. Okay.
Setting fires in Australia is typically illegal.
Yeah, we don't usually do it. It's super.
Our houses
super illegal.
are no longer built with fireplaces. Fireplace.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that stuff. There we go, done.
Can we take it? Oh.
Okay, so we couldn't take it before because we didn't know we needed the
Bank
tinder.
robbers?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay, so paper.
So far, so good.
Then small sticks.
We'll do start the fire first.
I need more kindling.
More kindling. Okay.
Yeah, that was fair. That was appropriate hinting. I mean, it's got to be out here. This is where we found all of it.
Well, I've checked for some over here.
Okay.
And found it. I haven't checked like behind this barn. Can we get behind the barn?
There's some in the barn. Oh.
Aha. That's all we need.
Better
Everyone knows
be.
you only ever need 3 of a thing.
It better be.
Yep.
So far, so good.
How would you pick it
I
back?
need more kindling.
Ah, Nancy!
Do you reckon she'll say, "Ah, that's enough kindling"?
I don't. Has anyone seen us miss some kindling? Kindling!
Kindling! That's enough kindling. Everyone knows you only ever need 4 kindlings.
It's a fire pit. So far, so good. I need more kindling.
Nancy! Okay. Alright.
You saw some more? No.
Where is the kindling? I need to find the kindling. Is it in here? That's where I'd put kindling if I was a chicken.
That was kindling.
Oh, kindling.
You just saw it like just then?
What?
What?
It's not that. Is there more here? We got that kindling.
Oh!
Oh, kindling! Welcome to the circus of
turnaround
kindling.
Please be enough kindling.
So far, so good. That should
Yes!
Now do I need to light it?
You need the big logs?
No, I think you'd light this first, wouldn't you?
do. There.
Okay.
One extremely well-built campfire, if I do say so myself.
Great looking fire, Nancy. Nice
It's not a
job.
fire yet, man.
I was gonna go brag at him, but apparently we don't need to.
What? Rude.
Alright, shall we go talk to him again?
Yeah, sure. Maybe he'll leave the kitchen.
Maybe.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Never mind.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Okay, what are we doing now? Oh, I reckon we can go and find those. It's evening
She'll
now.
be coming around the mountain when she goes.
That wasn't yodeling.
That is. He's then said get late.
Where are you going?
You can't leave.
Oh,
He said we're
hey.
gonna have a cookout and entertain our guests.
Yeah,
Let's
well, I
go. Oh,
don't
man,
call
you can
this
listen to stuff in the
entertainment.
shower.
It's worse
You must
than
have
that
good
stuff was you
speakers.
cooked.
That was
I always get so bored in the shower and want to listen to podcasts, but my phone is not good enough.
It's because your taste buds are about as sophisticated as a sand flea's.
I think I'll turn in too. Night, ma'am. Next time, just stick
Like
to
the
burgers.
Really?
Et tu, Brute?
Hamburger sounds pretty
You
good.
see what I put up with? Day in and
Poor
day
shorty.
out, I cast
Yeah.
my culinary pearls before ungrateful, uncultured swine. Well, I'll show them.
I'll sick a shadow horse on him.
Everybody, we're gonna see a shadow horse.
Then I'll do a movie, and while they're out here punching cattle, I'll become a gazillionaire.
Do you punch cattle?
Oh my gosh.
Everybody, look!
It's a ghost horse.
There, ghost horses all over these highways. It's huge. Whoa! Whoa!
One of the chickens exploded.
The chickens exploded.
Waterproof Bluetooth speaker, yeah.
Say this happened
it's such a
right
good
You
after
gotta
idea.
buy
showed up
stuff.
The pump house blew just as the
a
horse
good
galloped
idea.
away.
Oh my, this is awful. Maybe Shorty was right. Maybe that horse is a bad omen.
Man, if only we had a shower with curtains. We got a little, box shower.
But you could be zoning in to our show.
I
I'm
wish.
more
The
inclined-
shower is too existential. And I cannot shower if I'm
more
alone
inclined to think
in
it's
the
someone
That's why you need
that
more
wants to
podcasts.
divert attention.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
well, actually, I don't know. If
possible
I were
that
alone in the
everyone's
house, I don't know
attention
if that
is on
would
that
help
horse.
because my problem
Someone
is that I keep
sabotaged the
thinking,
pump
what if
house.
someone broke in
Why
right
on
now?
earth would someone sabotage the pump house?
You steal your plot ideas from our show. You zone into our show and you steal all of our podcast as plot ideas. Psycho did ruin showers.
Someone
For so
may be
many
trying to
people.
chase you off the ranch.
But why?
That I don't know yet.
You don't think Tex or
Shorty
Shorty or
or
Dave
Dave
are
somehow involved.
do you?
Oh, it's probably
It's
Tex.
possible, but I
Dave.
just don't know yet.
Yeah, Dave's too nice.
Definitely
It's gotta be
Dave.
Dave.
You might not be safe there.
See, Psycho makes shower curtains scary.
Fine, really, I want to help, and I can help.
Well, it sounds like we could
At least
certainly
our
use
shower
your
is
help.
see-through.
Can you think of any reason why someone might want
If
you
they
off
say
the
no,
ranch?
No, but I'll tell you what. Ed and I will put our
You know
thinking
someone
caps
is trying
on,
to
and if
buy
anything
your
comes to
ranch.
us, we'll call you. Have you called the sheriff and told him all this?
Not yet.
Tell him about the storms.
Tell me about the what?
Storms.
You need to be careful when you go riding because it can be sunny one minute and pouring down rain the next.
yeah.
I'll be careful.
Good.
I gotta
And
say,
if you
so
have
far,
any more
I'm really
questions,
liking
just
this one.
call.
Oh, for sure.
One more thing. Until I figure out what's going on, it would probably be a good idea not to mention my suspicions to anyone at the ranch.
Of course. Keep in touch.
I will. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, this one feels like a good classic.
Yep, there you go. Shadow Ranch is good.
That said, I don't know what we're doing right now.
No, you're right. Oh no. There you go, I fixed it.
Sharon's dressing. Oh, nice. Yeah, Hey Riddle Riddle feels like it'd be a good shower podcast.
And yeah, thank you. The 2 minute mysteries are getting weirder and weirder
2-minute mysteries keeps your shower snappy.
as we get into our show with. We're just kind of getting looser and
Expectations
looser.
are just
Now,
And
which was that?
wild with
I
them.
was. Oh, nice. I always forget which
Cool.
which intros we do because obviously we don't plan them much. I think the most recent one was us singing a bunch of different musicals.
I don't know. We sing so many things.
Yeah, you started with Digimon, then I went to Don Giovanni, and then you went to Les Mis, and then I went to Cats, etc.
Perfect.
I'm further ahead with the Skaters podcast than anybody because I've listened to the episodes that don't exist yet.
First got dog would peek into the shower and skate. Our dog, I'm in the shower. McFly comes in, pokes his head in to make sure that I am indeed trapped in there, and then he goes off to commit mischief. Cool. That one had some fun stuff in it.
I like the name of that one. That was a good room. Is that... Wait,
All right, have a good dinner. What?
trying to remember what time things happen. We did those after Chronomaly, didn't we?
Yes.
But before the current arc.
Yes.
I've forgotten how time works.
It's all gone.
Is everybody here? You just missed it, the bit that was Mr. Bojangles. Alright, Okay, what are we doing? Oh, do you want to call someone?
Did we?
Did we?
Did we?
Did we? I want to go out on the trail and see if I can steal some flowers.
Okay.
Haha! Kitchen!
Ooh.
Kitchen!
Mineral deposits?
Rattlesnake Mine. Shady Mine. Thranduil's Peak. Parch
It's-
Mine. Tumbleweed. Does this match the other thing we
I
found?
think it may look similar, yeah. Oh, this is a rock survey. Gotcha.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
Can I help you find
Oh,
something?
shorty!
Oh, actually, I pretty much found everything on my own.
For your information, I got those maps because I was hoping there might be a long-lost gold mine or two around
There's
here.
lost
but
food on the map,
like
man.
most of my get-rich-quick ideas, it didn't pan out.
Didn't
Apparently, there's
pan
no gold left
out.
in them thar hills, or silver, or copper, or anything else. Now, I don't ever want to catch you.
I
in my
didn't know
stuff
it was
again.
your stuff. Didn't know at all. Aww. Wet dog.
We don't need the blankets. It's sunny Arizona.
That was funny because McFly doesn't like water. He's one of those dogs. So I've never had that problem. But then if ever I stay at my parents' house, they have dogs that... Ooh. They have dogs that love water, so they will follow me into the shower. And I just don't expect it.
We had to call the sheriff. That's her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't paying any attention.
Hello, sheriff.
Hi, are you the sheriff?
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at Shadow Ranch.
Oh, yeah? I spent a good part of last night out there.
I know. I never got a chance to talk to you.
Is there something I can do for you?
Would it be all right if I
My
looked around
headphones
in
are
the
dying.
bunkhouse?
Oh, really?
Sure, I'm all done
No,
here.
they're fine right
Should
this
have my
second.
deputy take
They've
that
just been...
sign down.
yeah, you've got to hit
Mind
them
my
to make them
asking
work.
Why you want to look around? Wait a minute. Dave told me about you. You're
Ah.
a
Go
detective.
detective.
Amateur detective.
I don't know. Dave seemed to be real impressed with you. In more ways than one, I might add.
Stop it, Dave. Stop it, Dave.
Do you know most of the men who work at Shadow Ranch?
I know them all.
Aww.
That doesn't mean I'm best buddies with them, but it's a pretty small world out here. And I've either known or known of those boys for years.
And they're all
It is
stand-up
Nancy
guys,
Drew
as far as
from the
you know?
books.
I'd vouch for every
This sheriff
single one
sounds
of
a
them.
lot more northern than the other people around.
He's so Hispanic.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He sounds northern.
You do when you do his voice.
That's what he sounded
Thanks
like.
for your help.
Just doing my job.
Are you kidding?
Not even slightly.
Accents.
Because she's got imposter syndrome, like all talented women.
Looks like the pipe is pretty badly corroded.
Yoink.
What was that?
Arrowhead.
See, I thought it was, yeah, Minnesota, Wisconsin, that sort of region. But okay, he sounds both.
Alright, so he's a
Sure,
Hispanic
he's
man from
both.
Minnesota.
Ooh. What?
See you later, everybody. Into the unknown.
That's so small. How are we doing this?
Into the unknown. Don't fall, Nancy. Okay, she didn't fall. Oh, where are we now?
Yeah.
Well, where did you come from?
Where didn't I come from?
Where did you come from?
Well, see, I mean, I'm looking for Dirk Valentine's treasure.
He's just so sad about it.
I said I didn't trust him. He's a liar. He's a liar.
Danny is whispering that he's a liar. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah. Based on the casting for Shadow at Water's Edge. Yeah. I mean, there's like a 1 in 4 chance based on that game.
Yeah. Then you lied before when you said you didn't know who Dirk Valentine was?
You lied before when you said you didn't know who Dirk Valentine was.
Yes, ma'am. See, my great Aunt Ellie was Francis Humber's cousin. When she died, she left me a bunch of stuff, including an old letter she'd gotten from Francis. In the letter,
for
Francis
sure.
said that
They're very
Valentine had
Disneyland.
hidden a bunch of loot somewhere and wanted Francis to find it by following the clues he left for her. Francis was real smart, see? Loved puzzles. Played the piano pretty good, too. Anyway,
No, that's
after
only
Valentine
fair.
met
You've
his
still got,
end,
like,
Francis was
an
too
hour
broken-hearted to care
in
about
which
some
you have to
treasure.
relax.
She told Aunt Ellie
Because
that
4
if
a.m.
she
is when
could
people are
find it,
most
she could
productive.
keep it. I also found this picture. That's Francis's father,
Hey.
Sheriff
Hey!
Bill Humber.
I want it.
There's something
Give it,
written
give it,
on the
give it,
back.
give it, give it.
Stairs to cellar. That's Francis's handwriting. Looks
There's
like
a
the other
cellar?
half of the message
Is
got torn
this the
off.
cellar?
I was
I
hoping
guess
that the
so.
treasure might be under the stairs in here, but no such luck.
I didn't know this place had a cellar.
As far as I know, no one does. The entrance is secret. These stairs lead to a
didn't
secret
cut
door
off
behind
weirdly.
the bookcase in the den.
What do the Raleighs think about all this?
The Raleighs
Don't
don't
know.
I was afraid that if I told them, they'd see my brother's
Yeah, let's just
dead
fix it on-
broke. No job,
stream.
health's bad. I was thinking if I could just find the treasure.
I understand, but now I'm in kind of an awkward position.
I know, and I'll tell them. I swear. Soon as they come
No,
back.
it's fine. They don't
got
deserve the
enough on
treasure
their
just because they
minds right
bought the
now.
house.
Nah.
You haven't been using that
Phantom horse to try to scare the Raleighs off so you can hunt for Valentine's treasure in peace.
I don't
What a
know
sentence.
anything about that horse or
Pirate
any
hats
of the
and
other stuff
cowboy
that's been
hats are
going
the
on
same
around here.
thing.
I swear.
Little
Now,
known secret.
If you'll pardon me, I need to tend to my chores.
Sweet.
No, wait. You don't have to leave.
Alright, glass bottle.
Click them stairs.
Apparently I can't. What's this?
Whoa.
Whoa, what is this?
It's one of those.
Missing.
What do you call them?
Something's missing.
If you say so. I mean, it's a bird.
I'm a bird. Okay, interesting.
Acid. Wonder what somebody's been using that for.
Just acid.
Just acid for corroding the thingy. Bell.
Do that.
Oh, that's a secret door.
Cool.
What does that say?
Could you click on? You could click on that stuff.
What do you mean? Here.
Yeah.
That's
or
the
is-
acid.
Oh, sorry. I also thought next to the secret door it looked like you could click something, but it wasn't 100% sure. Like whether it was the same. It looks the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, his hand's just for the door, I think.
Cool.
Looks like I'm back in the den.
Don't go back in the den.
Looks like I'm back in the cellar.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Is that the one that cross stitching is? I'm so bad at remembering.
Oh yeah,
which
the
word
acid
is
was
what.
100% used on the pipe.
Yeah.
But is that the glass bottle? Or the green bottle? Where's the green bottle? Oh, what's this? Oh.
That's where I found the bird thing.
Yes. It's very odd.
So can you click on anything in it? Just something's missing. I don't really get it.
So once we've got it, we could then open this up and grab this.
Open what up?
Our menu up. And like
Something's
put a coin
missing.
there, or stick a little sheriff star.
Something's missing.
Maybe stick an arrowhead onto it.
Something's missing.
Interesting.
Maybe the message on the pictures refers not to the stairs to the den.
That was what
but
I
to these
initially
stairs.
thought. You could look at something.
What am I trying to slide?
What is our goal here?
FH. Do I just want to get that FH?
To where?
Yeah. Just... Yeah, this doesn't really... What do people think?
Can you see what our goal is with this?
Get from one side to the other?
I like these a lot, but not if I don't know where I'm trying to put
without
a thing.
a goal.
Just move it? Oh, okay. Just move stuff. Oh, we might uncover an exit. Oh, I wouldn't have done that.
I'm just playing around. Do you want to grab the handle?
Yeah, sure.
How you
I
got
just was going, you were right next to being able to move it.
There's
Got a green
something
bottle.
inside.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay.
I am glad
I
that
like
you are
these
getting
puzzles.
your picture painted wearing your favorite shawl. It
Favorite
was
shawl?
a beautiful painting because
So
you
many
look beautiful in
favorites.
that shawl. I forget the name of the stitch you used to make it, but I think it is amazing that you learned how to knit a whole shawl
Stop saying
just by
shawl.
reading one book. I wish I could put my mind to things like
You
can.
shawl.
I am also glad that you liked the handbag that I got.
Yes,
you.
yes, yes.
I knew it would become your favorite on account of the pretty picture the beads make. I want to
she's
know
got a
all the
bird
things
bag.
that you like so that I can make sure you always have them. I figure that way you will always want me around. Meet me on Friday at noon by the Big Picture Rock. I love you, Dirk.
There's more.
Remember when we were in Cappy's eating the crackers he orders special from California? And you said that from then on the crackers would be your favorite because they would always remind you of me? Well, I met a trader yesterday who had a whole wagon
crackers.
full of them, and I bought you 4 tins. I also bought a rock from him because this rock has been polished to show a picture that looks just like the landscape by one of our meeting places. He called it an agate and said that the picture was made by nature, but it looks so real I can hardly believe it. I am thinking of a way to surprise you with it because it is as special as you are. I will meet you Tuesday at 3 by the 3-armed cactus. Your father has people watching for me all over the county. I guess you got some of your smartness from him. I love you, Dirk. I still don't know how you got a whole cake out to our last meeting place like you did, but it was the best thing I ever ate. And the prettiest, too, what with that fancy flower you put on it. Now I think it is the best cake recipe in the world, too.
We already
Nothing
solved
is
that.
as good as getting a letter from you. Whenever I see a flower like the one on your favorite letter paper, I think of you. I only steal from people who have plenty of money to begin with and deserve to be robbed, but if I could start over, I would forget about them and be a rancher or a farmer or miner or shopkeeper or whatever you wanted me to be, just so we could always be together. Be at Charlie's grave at sunset this Thursday. I love you, Dirk.
What did the first one say again? Friday.
Friday.
Sorry, just writing down those dates and times. They seemed important. Alrighty.
Joe loves Dirk. Joe loves Dirk. Joe and Dirk sitting in a tree.
Ain't no trees in R-A-I-Z.
Race?
A-R-I-Z.
Okay. I don't quite know what to do with these. I don't know what is actionable content.
No,
We know where Charlie's grave is. I don't get to keep it with me?
Okay.
That's a bit weird.
Oh, we can call the geographical survey people. Let's do that. That's exciting.
You tell me what happens.
Okay.
SWGS, this is Geza.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Not too long ago, you provided this person I know with a map that showed the locations of mineral deposits in central Arizona.
That's what I'm here for.
Is there any chance you might remember talking to that particular person?
I might. We got a lot of maps on Arizona mineral deposits, though. Know which one
Seems
it was?
likely.
The number on it was PUB893A.
Publication 893 Alpha. Let me put it up on my screen here. Last person I mailed a copy to was Shorty Thurmond. That's your friend?
Thurmond.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is.
According to my notes, he'd just started a job in the Shadow Mountain area and figured he'd go looking for gold on his off hours.
You keep notes on all the calls you get?
In a bureaucracy like this one, you never know. When something goes south and fingers start pointing, it's always good to have your side of the
Whereas
story.
he came straight out of the 30s. It's always good to have your side of the story all nice and documented.
How likely do you think it is that Shorty will find any gold around Shadow Mountain?
Oh, he might find a nugget or two, but
A
from the
nugget or
looks of the
two.
maps I sent him, any ore out there
But
would be
such
of
low quality that it would
attempting
be
to extract
pointless.
gold
Pointless.
would be pointless. That's interesting.
What is?
What is?
Apparently, this Shorty person asked me if I knew anything
Oh,
about
dear.
Valentine's treasure.
Really?
Well,
do you
that's
remember
not what
he
you
said?
want.
As I recall, he'd heard a rumor that some
He'd heard a rumor some outlaw had buried some kind of treasure near Shadow Mountain, and he thought it might be in an old mine shaft or something. He was asking
And
about
what
Dirk
did you tell him?
Valentine's treasure.
Nothing. I didn't know anything about it.
Well, thank you, Geza.
No problem. What did you say your name was again? Nancy...
Drew.
Nancy
The
Drew.
worst nuggets.
Asked a lot of questions. Didn't buy any maps.
But she really appreciated your taking the time to talk to her. Be sure to put that in your notes too, okay?
Got it. Goodbye, Miss Drew.
I like this Rex Banner guy. Let's interrogate somebody else. Back to the kitchen.
Yes?
Terrifying.
I'm embarrassed that you caught me snooping through your stuff.
Just proves we're birds of a feather. I've been known to go poking through other people's stuff myself.
Got any chores you want me
Please
to do?
don't say
Do
vegetables.
exactly what you did for me yesterday, and I'll be forever grateful. Start by picking all the ripe stuff in the garden again. Baskets outside.
Have you been out to the pump house?
I don't
All
want
the
more
water to the
vegetables.
ranch house has been cut off. The livestock will still get water from the windmills, but we humans are gonna have to get every single drop of water we use from the faucet in the pump house. And that's gonna be a royal pain. Why can't that darn horse do its cursed thing somewhere else?
I'm inclined to think that someone, not something, is responsible for the damage to the pump house.
I saw the pipe. It was rusted through. That's why it burst. That and bad vibes from that equine
What happened with the? Oh,
banshee.
What do you know
he was the
about
one
the
who's gone
treasure
around.
that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid
Messing-
around
looking
here
for
for
stuff?
Francis Humber to find?
If I thought there was a snowball's chance in Tampa that
don't worry.
Valentine
Okay,
had
Matthew.
stashed any
Give
of
me
his
a
loot
moment
here,
to
I'd be
understand
tearing
what you're
this place
saying.
apart. Why? What do you know about it?
Sorry. What?
You were talking to the geographical survey guy.
Yes.
Was he saying that there was somebody looking around for Dirk Valentine's treasure?
He said that it was him because he was the one who ordered the map.
Yeah, and so then I asked, is
Yeah.
he who was looking around?
Well, yeah, of course. That was who we were calling about.
We were just calling.
Nothing really, but what makes you so sure he didn't stash any of his loot here?
When I heard that rumor, I started reading everything about Dirk Valentine I could get my hands on. But the more I read, the more it sounded like he suckered Francis into believing he'd hidden something for her, just to give people something to talk about when he was gone.
Fair enough.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure
That
talking
also
to you.
sounds fun. I don't want to get more vegetables. I'm not good at it.
Oh, get him.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. What happened? Cow attack?
Rattling sound.
Ah! Veggie rattle, crazy little veggie rattle. There goes my veggie. Up, dead. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Doesn't matter which way I turn. There are snakes everywhere.
Oh, you went the other way?
Yep.
Well, if they're here, means they can't be at the rock. I'm
Good
sure there's only
point.
one snake in the world.
Absolutely, but first I'm gonna tell him. Sorry, can't do
Those
your vegetables.
for me yet?
Well,
I need those vegetables, Nancy.
But there's a snake, Shorty. I've made a chai tea.
Oh, now it's gone.
Well, they said. Okay, this. So you're gonna pick what looks ripe?
And I can search the internet for what ripe means, but
Surely these are ripe.
Phew! It's shockingly hard to tell.
Ripe, 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 ripe. That one looks ripe. But they are ivory eggs. Maybe they come out looking nice. None of those look ripe at all. Let's search the internet.
It's not the internet.
Oh, common
Yep.
knitting snitches. Agates.
Ah, okay.
Think about bell peppers. Snap beans. Oh, maybe that's ripe.
Take a look. No, read the words up there.
Oh, okay. Oh, then I may have gotten some underripe bean.
That's my problem. I can't tell.
Oh, wild.
I had this issue last week. Bicolored when ripe. Okay.
And old ivory egg is golden white when ripe. I think it's that back one. So I think that is ripe.
Yep, sure. And that one down there?
None of those are bicolored.
bicolored.
Beefsteak, those are ripe.
Yep.
Black turtle implies that it's just those.
Why?
Because they're beans again, aren't they? Okay, so black turtle are actually these ones. Pot on the left is unripe, pot on the middle is ready for harvesting. Beans to the right. So I want these brown weird ones. Okay. And then for golden queen, orange yellow.
None of them.
So actually not these ones. Okay, I think we're good then.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Okay.
Sure.
There's more ripe stuff out there than that.
There is?
There's more ripe stuff out there than that.
You bet there is.
Okay.
Now, what happens if you, instead of pressing down, you press like left or right? There was a right option. Does that just take you to the same thing? No, it just takes you back there. Okay.
Are those ripe?
Maybe.
I don't think any of those are ripe. I don't think any of those are ripe. Maybe that was it.
No, I don't think so.
It's so hot, I should
Oh,
get
you
these
have a knitting
vegetables into Shorty
project?
right away.
Cool. That's fun.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Good for you. Now, if you just fill that egg basket for me again, we'll be all
Shorty.
set.
Well, I'd better get going.
I'll bet there were
Don't be
no
strangers.
eggs in that lamb ragu
Got
last
those
night.
eggs for me?
Well,
I need those eggs, Nancy.
It's too expensive.
Do we have egg basket?
It sounded like he gave it to us. Yeah. All patched up and ready to go. Where's the eggs? The eggs, eggs, eggs. I like
Oh no, Angro.
egg.
Looking at these chickens' legs makes me so uncomfortable.
Eggs! Hey, hey, you! Don't ever think about taking my eggs when I'm here! Hey, you! It makes me crazy!
Oh, a companion cube? That's lovely. I mean, granted, I would do farm work for clues.
Would you?
Would. Only a little, but...
Is that enough eggs?
Got those eggs for me?
right here.
Good,
for you!
I need you to do one more thing. It's Tex's birthday.
I don't do anything for Tex's
Raleigh's told me to
birthday.
make him a
Ah.
cake. Now, if I make it, he'll throw a fit. But if you make it, he might actually appreciate it. So why don't you dig a cake recipe out of the recipe box and have at it? I don't care when you make it, just so it's done by the end of the day. The icing's already made.
He
Could
calls
I
it
get a can
icing.
of water from you?
What should he
You
call it?
betcha. You're good to go.
American?
Frosting?
Yeah, Americans
Well,
call
I'd
it
better
frosting.
get going.
I guess
Come back
there
That's
are
interesting.
varied and different people.
What?
Sandwich cake. 1 cup butter. 2 eggs. 1 2/3 of a cup of milk. 4
Good.
cups
Taking
of
a
flour.
photo.
I think we can take the whole thing.
Oh.
1 tablespoon of baking powder. 2 1/3 cups of sugar. 3 teaspoons of... Hey, I have a question for all you Americans in the audience. I've got another question for Americans. If you see, like, if you, like, here where it's got 2/3 and 1/3, etc., etc. If you see 1/4, what would you say? How would you read that?
Yeah, just... What?
Look at that.
Well-
They say it's different, then they say it's not. 1/4? A quarter?
Okay, this is
1/4?
interesting.
A quarter? Is this like
This
a
is what we
East Coast, West
wanted.
Coast? I'm not sure. Because I just noticed so many Americans say a fourth.
Yeah, we watch people cook on YouTube.
They just say a fourth a lot in America.
We
and
would
it always
never
seems
say a
strange.
fourth. But then we also don't have a piece of money called a quarter. So maybe some people like to
Maybe.
differentiate the things.
And I
But we
wondered
would
how people
always
said
say
it.
a quarter. Fascinating.
Okay, so in general, if you see 1/4 outside of this, you would say a fourth.
Wow, no, we'd always go with quarter. Yeah, this is just interesting. One of those things. Yeah, 1/3 for sure.
Yeah,
but
third, but
quarters are different.
It's just we say a quarter. Rattlesnake chin? Oh, chili. Oh, it's not much less weird.
Alright, where are ingredients?
First thing I'll need to make that cake is a mixing bowl.
Okay.
Missed.
Well, how much butter do I need?
1 cup of butter.
Okay, 1 stick is half a cup. Okay.
2 eggs. We also don't have white eggs so much where we are. I've never seen white eggs.
That's true. Alright, let's do eggs.
1 2/3 cups of milk.
Okay, there's a third.
Intriguing.
So 1/3.
Alright, so you need 5 of
2/3. 3/3. 1 1/3. 1 2/3.
Okay. 4 cups of flour. Whew. This is a big cake.
Oh, what's a pint to a cup?
Uh-oh.
What does that mean?
Quickly, go to the oh no. Yeah, it was kind of weird, wasn't it? Oh no. Pint. What did the fridge say?
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
More ingredients. Oh no.
A pint is 2 cups? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, 2 of those then. God, I hope that's right. Trust in you. Trust in you, Jen. 1 tablespoon of baking powder.
That's a tablespoon? Was that a teaspoon?
Is this a teaspoon or a tablespoon?
Looks like a teaspoon.
Three teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. It is a teaspoon. Okay.
Okay. So how many do we need?
3.
It is 1 tablespoon?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for paying attention for us.
They probably just know it.
Well, this is things like teaspoons, tablespoons are different country by country, so it wouldn't help us even if we didn't know it. 2 1/3 cups of sugar. Yeah, see, that's what I would have assumed, but I know that these things can vary, so I would never have assumed.
Wait, how much? How many cups of sugar?
2 1/3.
Oh my god. That's 1 cup. Two cups. And a third.
I mean, we put in 4 cups of flour. We need to balance it out. And then 3 teaspoons of vanilla.
That's a lot of vanilla.
It's quite a lot of vanilla. But again, big cake. Aw, adorable. Okay.
Are we done? Are we
Think
good?
we're done.
Bake. Oh no, it's tray.
Oh, it's a big cake.
This big cake tray.
Big cake tray.
Blub 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 blub. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
do we know what temperature?
I don't. Oh man, were there more ingredients or more instructions?
Looks like I'm gonna have to guess how long to cook it and
Oh,
what
okay.
temperature to use.
Medium. For 45 minutes. How long do you cook a cake? I don't bake.
I would have gone high for 30, but we haven't preheated, so who knows?
What do people think? If you were cooking a cake that was roughly this size and this many ingredients,
Oh, it is a big cake.
what do you think? Medium for 60? High for 30? High for 45? What do people think? I can't make this decision. I need you to make it for me. Medium. You don't want to burn your cake.
Fair. This is all very true. Maybe we should save. Yeah, but then if they were in Fahrenheit, we wouldn't have a clue what we were doing. Ugh. Ridiculous. Those temperatures are not temperatures.
Yeah, if I saw 325, that wouldn't be hugely helpful for cooking anyway. Okay, let's go medium for an hour.
An hour's a long time.
Oops.
Oops.
You accidentally set the oven on fire?
I don't think you set an oven on fire.
Too long.
Does the oven still work?
No, it's ruined. There's some smoke damage too.
And by some, you mean...
I mean, the
I love that once you set it for an hour, Nancy can't look at the oven in that
You
hour.
should let me talk to Shorty.
Actually, when he saw what I'd done, he tore off his apron and went stomping out the door.
This is a good ending.
He may have said something about quitting.
So what you're saying is, you destroyed my oven, severely damaged my kitchen, and caused my cook to quit?
Yeah.
Sounds like 3 strikes to me.
I'm afraid I have to agree. So as they say in baseball, Nancy, you're out.
Ba-da-da-da.
Alright, where would this take us? Oh, cool. That's not too bad. Yeah, it's a nice one. It reminds me a bit of Blackmore.
And we'll
Looks like I'm gonna
stick
have
it
to
on
guess how long
medium
they
for
45.
what temperature to use.
half an hour.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is you froze my oven?
Cooked all the way through. I better bake it some more.
Okay. We'll just stick it on medium for 15 minutes.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Maybe I
Looks
should
pretty
try
good.
a little, just to be sure.
No.
I should put that icing Shorty made on it.
What did you just try, Nancy?
What are these?
I made you that flour Frances mentioned in her recipe. I cut all the pieces out of marzipan using her old forms, but I'll be darned if I can figure out how the pieces go.
Okay. Here we go. Alright, and this.
Oh, you think they're meant to fit together?
It looks like there's a little outline here. I'm not actually very happy with this.
That looks like it would go to the right of the big piece. Or if you flipped it, maybe to the left of the big piece. I don't like this at all. I really didn't assume that they were going to fit. Oh, okay, no, now it looks real. Oh my god. It suddenly looks like a thing. How did that happen?
It's magic. Magic. Moments when your Nancy's magic. I'm not a fan.
Why there?
I don't like it.
I like all of it except that thing that doesn't fit.
Once you get them, they stick.
Cool.
It's a tulip. What's this?
That's food coloring, so you can
Tulips.
take that
Tulips
marzipan
on the
flour.
thing. Is the flowers on the cake are tulips. That's the flower on her favourite is a tulip.
Okay.
Did you hear it? Bojangles. It was Mr. Bojangles just then. It's not anymore, but you missed it. Okay, so is there a way to paint? Okay, let's paint the flower green.
See, I mean, grabbing a hunk of cake and jamming it in your mouth was what it felt like she was doing.
I'm done.
Lovely. Looks pretty nice. Quite pretty.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Psh, you love tulips? I've got tulips. I love tulips. Yeah.
No! No, what's happening? Disgusting. Yeah, look. People are eating cake and you're making them sick.
Well, you know what? Let them eat cake.
Should we go and check out if that other rattlesnake's still there?
We'll take the cake on the road, it'll melt.
We don't have the cake.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, let's go out on the road.
Oh, we could also look up cross-stitching.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta finish at 1:30.
Oh, do you have to go?
I don't have to go somewhere, but...
Oh, okay. Yep.
Expecting a phone call.
Common knitting stitches. That's agates!
Ah.
2 stitches. Both alike in dignity. Ugh. We have to guess from these daisy stitches what she used on her scarf. Like, hold on. The shawl was stitched in a certain way, right?
The
Little
daisy stitch.
daisy stitch.
Okay.
So something about daisy.
Yeah, we're getting lots of flowers here.
Daisy stitch.
Phoenix and surrounding.
We've got several labs.
Okay,
Hear that? That's the sound of happy cattle, healthy cattle, cattle whose diet includes big pink mineral supplement.
yeah, so the other things that we need to learn about, her favorite bag, her favorite crackers, and her favorite rock.
Agate. Agates.
Basic types.
I didn't know that was a K in Chalcedony.
Neither did I.
Or Chalcedony. I just thought it was a chow. Banded agates. Onyx agates. Eye agates.
Moss, that's
Moss
a plant.
agate. Picture agates. Moss agate. So the agate that he gave her would have been a moss agate.
I don't remember what it said about this rock.
That it made a picture naturally.
Okay.
It had a naturally forming landscape picture, so that agate was a moss agate.
Okay. Great. Okay, so now we need her bag and her crackers.
Yeah, and here's a bag.
So we need to know
Something's
what flower goes
missing.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go on a steel horse. Shall we
Yeah.
ride? Please come to the
Not
castle.
My family's
I
any
baked
your
a cake
concern,
for you.
But my sister did work for the Raleighs back in Phoenix. She got fired, she got mad, but she's over it. Okay?
Why didn't you just tell me that before?
No, I want to say the other one.
So it's just a coincidence that you ended up working for the Raleighs too?
So it's just a coincidence that you ended up working for the Raleighs too?
Course not. Janie got me curious, so I checked them out and wound up hiring on. They're decent people.
Oh, should we accuse him? J'accuse? J'accuse. Fine.
Are you and your
Is
sister very close?
Nope. Fact is, my sister can be kind of a flake. I'd have probably fired her too.
Ooh, has anyone tried going after the horse?
Has anyone tried going after that venom horse when it appears?
Nope. Always something else going on. Like Ed Raleigh getting snake bit, or the pump house blowing up. Plus, that horse is fast. Probably couldn't catch it anyway.
Do you know anything about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid for his sweetheart?
Nope.
That's what I figured.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that.
You're giving him too much credit. He's no Hugh Jackman.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
If you last that long.
Let's go riding.
Music's a much more respectable volume right now.
Yeah, almost too quiet.
1, 2, 3, flippity flappity. Don't take the horse's property.
Alright, that's it.
What?
Now I made it real clear that you
You
ain't
did?
allowed to go ride unless you check with me first. So take that saddle off.
I
'cause
checked
from
with you
now on,
yesterday. Why would you
only way you're
rescind
gonna get
permission?
Anywhere around here is on your own 2 feet.
Alright, how far back does that take us?
Bloody Tex and his dumb face and his stupid hat. Does he have a hat? He's got to wear a hat, right? Yeah.
He'd better with how much he
Is it
harangues
okay
us
if
for
I
not
go
having a
right?
hat.
Nope. Feed the chickens and the horses in the corral first. Could be fatal if you mess up, so don't.
What the hell? What is...
Talk to you later.
I'm a young girl. What an unnecessarily
I
rude
don't
way to
want to
talk
lug
to me.
this saddle around all day.
Ah!
Nancy!
Nancy!
Chicken feed. 2
That-
scoops of chicken chow.
Great.
Which one's chicken chow? I don't know which one's chicken chow.
I mean, it looks like chicken. It's the one without a picture of a horse on it.
I mean, I suppose that's true. Okay. Can I?
I don't think that's enough.
Okay. Well, then do we not know which one chicken chow is? How do you know what's what?
I don't know. Was there something that told us somewhere? Because now we've got that, but I don't know what that is. Yeah, was there an internet or something? Not that we can check it here.
You're right, maybe there is.
Either way, I gotta finish.
Yeah, we'll finish now.
Let's just find out if we can Google this. Nope. Alright, so we'll just have to figure it out next time.
Alright.
Perfect. Oh yeah, it's good to have something to do when we restart. It's just not quite the task that I would have picked.
Right, wonderful. Well, somewhere to start. What is this tweet? What is this tweet? Oh, some cats stepping through some things. Oh, the cat's stepping through. Oh.
Man, that cat was clever.
Oh, cat 2 is stepping. Oh, it's jumping. It doesn't like the game.
Oh, it failed a
cat
little.
3 is just going to. Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. Thank you for chilling. It was a nice group of people today. Tell your friends if you enjoyed watching.
What, unlike usual?
Yeah, unlike usual, everyone's so rude and mean. It was good fun. Thanks. It was great fun. Good to see new people. Good to see old people. It was
Yeah, I'm
it was
glad
lovely.
some people were able to be Yeah, for the first time or the first time in a while. It was lovely.
There'll be more Nancy Drew next week, same time, same Bat Channel.
See how frustrated we get at Chicken Feed.
Speaking of Bat Channel, at some point I'd like to get back into playing...
Yeah, we're just really busy.
Stuff again. I want to play Arkham Knight. I want to play Banner Saga 2. I want to get back... You know what I want to do? Because I don't enjoy it when I'm not streaming, but I really enjoy it when I am streaming. Mm-hmm. So I want to get back into playing Magic the Gathering. Arena.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, so that was good fun. Thank you everybody for hanging out.
Yeah, have a good sleep at last. Arkham Knight's great.
Yeah, but we played the first two on Twitch. We played through all of Asylum and City. So it'd be good to try and get through all of Arkham Knight and finish off the trilogy.
You know what happens this week? You know what happens this week?
You know what happens this week?
Next season of Taskmaster starts.
Next season of Taskmaster starts! You should all be watching it. But yep, so wonderful. So thank you for hanging out. It was very fun. Oh, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Semper Ubi Sabubi. And we'll see you all next time.
If you last that long.
If you last that long.